Do it.
Oh, yeah. You high five each other, guys.
Ah, motherfucker! God damn it, Clint.
Ow!
Choice Chillington! Choice Chillington!
Clint and I go back to when we were in junior high, probably 2003 or 2004.
Met him in 7th grade. We just developed a friendship out of love and respect for just good humor and good music. Dave Chappelle and Tenacious D was like our shit, so we had a connection through that.
We've always played music together. We started out doing covers of Tenacious D songs together. We were playing in front of, playing at coffee shops at open mics sometimes, just going out playing random places like hardware stores, and really just kind of doing it for our own enjoyment more than anything else.
I got this book, the Wu-Tang Manual at a Secret Santa, and I was reading it at work, and my buddy Tim at the time was doing some custodial work, and he walked by and was like, "Oh yeah, Wu-Tang, I'm a big fan," and I was like, "Oh yeah, me too," we just started chopping up whatever.
And he was actually reading a Wu-Tang book.
Nice.
So we met on that. We started talking a little bit about Wu-Tang and our shared interest in that.
Whatever, and he's like, "Hey, I should introduce you to my buddy Clint. He plays guitar, blah blah blah, this and that." And I was like, "Cool, man." So this was after I took him over to my house, showed him my beats, got him high as fuck, got him drunk, probably I don't know, went on to 10 speeches.
He kind of announced that not only did he do this rap thing, and it was really impressive to watch him flow over his own beats, he wanted musicians that he could really play with and become more of a band is what he wanted.
I'm resoldering my bass input jack. I'm actually cleaning up the solder right now. I'm waiting for this tip to get hot. And it's almost hot. I can see it starting to get melty.
I had met Nick a few times. He'd party together at my old house. He'd throw up in a fucking toilet that didn't work, and I was trying to take out the toilet, or take out all the fucking throw up from the toilet, throwing up on my own. It was horrible, but that's one of my first memories of Nick.
After high school, I was working with a friend. I just met him, and he had a friend who had a friend. I met Tim, who ended up meeting Steve 4 years later. And Tim, Clint, and Joe and I had jammed occasionally at that point. I'd never really had a direct aspiration to become an active band member. I was teaching a lot and selling instruments and stuff like that. And they ended up being like, "Hey, let's put this together." Steve, was in the picture at that point. He was doing all the vocals with Clint, and it just became a natural thing. It was super path of least resistance. There was no real effort, I think, in putting us together. It just happened.
Clint happened to know Joe. They knew each other back in the day. Clint also knew Nick. They all knew Tim. So it was kind of, I don't know, it was kind of meant to be in a way. From there, man, we just started growing. We met Z and got him into the band after, some trial and error.
I was working, I think, the Movement show at Last Exit Live, August 2017, and just helping out doing stage, running lights, and these guys with their old drummer were opening that night, and I went to go get food down the street. Didn't really have anywhere to eat it, so I they had their RV with them, and I asked if I could, hang out with them while I ate my food, and they were just going through their set they had just played. That was the first time I formally met them. So about 2 weeks after I met them at that show at Last Exit Live, Joe hit me up asking me if I was still playing around the city, and I told him I had just left my previous band, and he was like, "Well, look, man, we're actually looking for a new drummer. Do you want to get together sometime with me and Clint and just hash it out, see how things are going? If it works out, we'd love to bring you on." And a month later, I had my first practice with them.
Fuck yeah, dude.
Yeah.
That's dope. And Henry just kind of latched on. We met fucking Chaz at a what the fuck was it? Oh, it was like a swimming pool party, and this fool came out of the fucking bushes.
May the power of the choice compel you.
Just in case that shot didn't work, may the power of choice compel you.
And I get one too. May the power of choice compel you.
Let me get one more. I'm adding a.
May the power of choice compel you.
I might as well just get one more. May the power of choice compel you.
I met them at a friend Josh Bierman's pool party. He was having a little birthday shindig, and I had brought one of my sax. He'd asked me to, and heard these guys jamming a song that just kind of grabbed me. It's like, I like that. I want to be a part of that. And went out to my car, put my sax together, and kind of, as Steve likes to put it,
Came out of a fucking bush, man.
and just popped up behind. I was like, "Hey, you mind if I drop a little sax on this?" They're like, "Sure." And that was like 3 years ago, 3.5 years ago, something like that. And
A couple of years before the band started, we were just learning lots of covers together, and had always planned to play and do something, but never really did too much. One day he tells me that Steve, who was his roommate at the time, and him had actually written some songs. Steve wrote the lyrics, Clint learned he wrote all the music parts to it, and knew that I had just gotten a keyboard for Christmas that December before, and asked me, "Hey, can you learn these like 3 or 4 songs?" They had songs, they were funky, I really enjoyed them, and started hanging out around Steve a lot more, getting to know him.
Rita! Jesus Christ.
Hi, Rita. Hi, Rita.
You want to hit this?
How did the boys start practicing here?
Practicing here because they decided to upgrade their drummer. No offense to the old drummer, but the drummer that they just got now is really helped them blow up. Actually,
I'm lucky, man. I was born. I'm a born natural musician. In the sense that anything music related comes naturally to me. I wish I would have tapped into that potential, more when I was a kid, but it's okay.
I remember telling Steven and Clint one day that when they were just doing just them two, and I would tell them, man, I remember I would tell them, that's the kind of music I listen to in my truck, man. I love that kind of stuff, man. That's what I like. And then watching them grow from that, man, and Joe and everybody, multi-talented guys. They can all play different instruments. They all have talent, man. So
Nice, man.
Watching them come together and watching them grow from their first shows and outside of dispensaries and little sessions and stuff, man, to where they're at right now and where they can be going forward.